My name is Sekou Omar Dibba. I was born in Salekeni village in the Central Badab district of the North Bank region of the Gambia, precisely in September 1951. I'm a senior lecturer at the UTG, and my discipline is public health, health promotion. I'm a consultant in public health. I took the Bayat in 1966 or thereabouts. I joined the community at a very young age. I was 14. This would be around 1966. In 1965, there was a local missionary by the name Ahmadiyyat, who used to frequent Salekeni and neighboring villages, spreading the message of Islam Ahmadiyyat. And myself and my friends, my childhood friends, had an encounter with him. He used to attend some of the open preaching sessions he conducted in Salekeni and around Salekeni. And I also remember Ustaz Daud Hanif, a missionary in the Gambia for a long time, before he became Amir. He used to come to Salekeni and would walk together with Ahmadiyyat, going around, talking to families, spreading the message of Islam Ahmadiyyat by way of open preaching and questions and answers. So I had an encounter with Ahmadiyyat. I interacted with him. We used to go to the host's house, Nuhature, to have a chat with him, all right? And I also had the privilege of talking to some of the people who joined the Jamaat in Salekeni at the time. I knew very little by then, you know, about Ahmadiyyat. But through the conversations and the interactions I had with the first generation of Ahmadis in Salekeni, and with Ahmadiyyat and his host, late Nuhature, and Daud Hanif, who is now in America, I became interested and I became convinced that this community must be the true community of the promised Messiah, the Messiah of the Christians and Mahdi of the Muslims, you know, and the awaited one of the Jews. He cannot be no other person than Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. And I have, from then, I had a conviction on the truth of Ahmadiyyat, and I made sure I grabbed the opportunity by asking questions and making inquiries about the community, its founder, and some of the prophecies that were made by the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and some of the indications in the Holy Quran pointing to the coming of a Mahdi, a reformer of the latter ages. And that's how I became interested. Of course, my relationship with the Jamaat became stronger and stronger over a period of time. And it spans from 1965 up to the late 1980s. And since then, my conviction that I belong to a community of true Muslims has become stronger and stronger. Well, Islam has been around for centuries in the Senegambia region. Okay. The migrants from the ancient kingdoms of Mali and Songhai and Ghana migrated to the west coast of Africa. And they got to the Gambia about 900 or 1,000 years ago. They brought Islam. Islam is not new in the Gambia. I was a practicing Muslim before I joined the Jamaat. Very young though. I remember I used to go to the mosque with my father in Salekeni. But when I embraced the Jamaat, I realized certain changes, you know, not only in my personality, but what I can call spiritual elevation. Okay. One, I knew Islam religion better than what I knew before I joined. Okay. Two, my interaction with the Jamaat, including the missionaries, I became convinced that this is the true community of true Muslims, no matter what. Okay? And my relationship with the Khilafat and the successive Amirs inspired me a lot because I saw a model in them, you know, worth emulating. The conduct of Ahmadis, I mean, serious Ahmadis for that matter, is itself preaching. And that was a source of inspiration for me. I became determined to conduct my life around the models that existed around me.